Let's head down on into our time-shifted feature match here. We've got some Goblins versus some red-black Aristocrats to start things off.
Big fan. Yeah, this red-black Aristocrats deck is the one that has the young Pyromancers. I'm interested to see what that looks like. It also is using fungal infection plus the village rights, which I really like.
Fungal infection's a sweet one. Let's pull that one up. That was one we just saw there. Not only is it a cheap piece of interaction, but gives you those bodies for your village rights and your Priest of the Forgotten Gods.
Oh, this is really nice, actually, here.
So we get to Kroxa here, and then with the Kroxa trigger on the stack, sack it to the Priest. See the full control mode enter there. Love it.
Yeah, man, that's really cool. The fungal infection in there, too.
And we get some extra black mana here, so we get to go ahead and play out a second Priest here, which is nice. Goblins player has to discard.
I wonder if it's right to play a Triton here to get your Crocs online.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, so with the Fabled Passage, so we've got 2 from Kroxa, a fungal infection.
Probably.
How close are we? Are we escaping Kroxa next turn? I guess if we trade in combat, we might be. Yeah, I like being aggressive and getting Kroxa out. I agree.
Wow.
Oh wait, they can Mire Triton and then sack both Mire Tritons.
Yes.
So long as they leave 2 red untapped, they can Kroxa this turn.
Yeah.
If they give up the Mire Tritons, which I think is worthwhile. Like your 2/1 Death Touches aren't fantastic against the Go Wide deck anyways, and you want to chew away at their hand and start pressuring their life to a hole.
Yep.
Yeah, love it.
J-Ray.
Really J-Ray. We're thinking? J-Ray, I like the other line.
Yeah, I like getting Crocs in place as fast as possible here.
Okay, so this is interesting. So we're prioritizing keeping Mire Triton. I don't know, I could kind of take Okay, we got paid off. We got paid off in a big way. Everything worked out. J-Ray's list is interesting. They've got Disfigures and Fungal Infections in the main deck.
Yeah. So, the fungal infections are good with village rights, so I understand it. I mean, it's definitely interesting, though.
Let's take a peek here. Yeah, wow, they're split. The total coward split here. We've got 3 shock, 2 fungal infection, 2 disfigure. And oh wow. Okay, so I feel like I didn't there's the young Pyromancer. I was just looking at Jerry's list is actually really awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's more of like a rock Aristocrats deck than if that makes sense. We've got Agonizing Remorses here and Young Pyromancer and main deck Chandra Acolyte of Flames. It's been a while since I've seen her.
Yeah, it's a Rakdos Pyromancer deck. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Prospector Goblin Chieftain. Okay. It's going to be really hard, though, against this Kroxa to get anything going. This is going to take the game over.
Yeah, and young Pyromancer is really sweet because those tokens feed.
Yep. They feed priests. They feed village rights. There's lots going on.
See a sacrifice there.
Yeah, that one. Yep. Let's see.
Going to boards.
Okay. And they have... They got a few cards to bring in on the Pyromancer side. Cling to Dust is fine. Red Cat Melees and Heartless Axe are definitely coming in.
How about these Goblin Chain Whirlers? Are those about to be good?
These ones are fine, I guess. That's why I can't play this deck. I'll get Chain Whirler once and scream.
Yeah, Goblin. Where I'm really surprised. Are we just slowly trying to figure it out? All these Chain Whirlers are getting in the deck for sure, right? Not close.
There's 3 in the main deck already, so there's only 1 on the board.
Oh, are they thinking about boarding one out? That's got to be wrong, right? This is a heads up deckless tournament, so they know their opponent's playing Young Pyromancer.
Yeah. You just saw Fungal Infection too, and it gains a little bit more, significantly less, but it's still enough to bring that in. against Mire Tritons too. Come on. Mire Triton Young Pyromancer is like plenty for me. That's 8 cards. You just like put in the
Yep.
dirt.
Yep. Big agree.
Huh. Wow. Okay.
See how this plays out for him without the Goblin Chain Whirlers. Yeah, I think that's a good observation from chat. The first game was definitely more about Priest than anything, and the way the Goblins player boarded kind of prioritizes being able to take Priest off the table, which makes sense in a way.
This hand is very good for the Rakdos player. Assuming this young Pyromancer gets to live, I mean,
Yep. And then okay, and now like, do you?
no way.
I would say this shock seems real strange to me.
There's no way I shock the
Yeah,
seasoned young Pyromancer player.
Yep. I feel like I'd rather go Priest on 2 into I guess with Goblin Chieftain it looks pretty okay, but like I don't know. You're on the draw as J Ray, and you just kind of want to try and extend the game, I suppose.
Yeah. All right.
That being said, like Goblin Chieftain's also kind of a reason to keep the shock because you'd like to kill Goblin Chieftain.
Yeah. Man, the Goblins player's hand is just not great. It's fine, but not great.
Time shifted matches are fun. We have the player J Ray in chat saying they were thinking about playing around Gem Palm Incinerator on Priest, which is a good thought.
Yeah.
No spoilers for the match, but I appreciate that insight. It's a good the thing I hadn't considered watching this play out. This Goblin Chieftain into Kranko is about to end the game real quickly.
Yeah, this is the sweet thing about Village Rites, though, is it's an instant, so you're not like priced into doing it at sorcerer speed like some of the other second creature draw 2 cards things we've seen before.
Yeah, and all these tokens are so we're done here, right? We can go to game 3, I think.
Yep. And like, do they have? They have Red Cat melee. I guess it's like the one way you can. Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Even if they hit a removal spell here, right? Like the game's still probably over. There's like a Siege Gang rolled up in Heatstroke's hand here as well.
yeah, they don't have a 5th land, but yeah, I'm with you. I don't know. They get to draw a bunch of cards at the bottom of the screen this turn. That ain't it, though. You got to try and rights here to try and find a melee to extend the game, but they're probably just dead anyways. Either of those are melee. All right. That was quick.
It was.
Quick.
Yep. See Chain Whirler coming, reaching for Chain Whirler real quick here when we're on the draw. Maybe the fact that Pyromancer was in their deck slipped their mind.
Could have.
I mean, there's a lot of things going on when you're playing a tournament too. It's easy to miss things and overthink things or talk yourself out of things.
Yeah, definitely a card I would want if I'm on the Goblin side for sure.
Love it.
Looking good. Man, this hand's nuts for the Rakdos player. Has a great hand.
Good hands on both sides, honestly.
Yeah.
Love the no attack here.
What a jerk.
Love the no attack. So fungal infection is going to get countered here.
Yeah.
And actually, here's an interesting thought. If you're J-Ray there, are you supposed to just play basic swamp? Because any of their 1-drops you're fungal infectioning, right? So maybe a bit of a missequencing.
Yeah, I think so. This is great for them though. I mean, they get the Village Rites here if they want. I think you're supposed to play the Swamp and Village Rites in case you draw Shock, but saves you 2 life in the end. But
Keeping the Snoops in check seems pretty important.
yeah, 100%.
You get to add more pressure to the table here as well. I'm really glad a young Pyromancer deck made a deep run. This build's real sweet.
Me too. Jeez.
And then Meyer Triton here is going to mill over a couple of things, so we're going to get to escape Crocs the next turn. Things are looking really good for J-Ray.
Imagine not having Goblin Chain Whirler in your deck here.
Yeah.
Goblin Chain Whirler is going to be a complete massacre if they draw. I mean, the Crocs is still annoying, but all right.
And then on J-Ray's side, you want to make sure you're keeping reasonable instants and sorceries in the graveyard when you escape with Croxid, because Chandra flashes those back.
Yep.
We have like a 1-turn window to draw, 1 to 2 turn window to draw Chain Whirler, and even then, we've all been there, Heatstroke. We've all been there. I feel your. Oh yeah, and we left the Claim the Firstborn in there.
God.
Remember when we talked about leaving the right things in there? Love it. Play well, get rewarded, Matthew. That was awesome. That was sweet.
Yep.
All right, so Rakdos Pyromancer. Still live to win it all. You love to see it, chat.
That was rough.